Hello, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to make some trays. Three of them, well actually two in the video, one I made off camera, but it kind of ties into the video, so I will show you at the end. And if you're one of the people who commented that you don't like my rambling and how unorganized I am in my videos and how, I talk too much, this may not be the video for you. I am trying to kind of dial it back and get it right, but like I've said in a previous video, I'm not going to go over it again. I am grieving right now and my head is all over the place. So I still want to do my videos, but I may not be completely organized. And yeah, I may ramble. I may talk too much, but I just wanted to let you know so you don't have to waste your time. You might want to skip this video. It just may not be for you, but if you're not one of those people, I hope you watch and hope you like it. But anyway, so for this video, I kind of wanted to test out 3 different marbling techniques. I love to marble, if you haven't noticed in my videos. But I wanted to see or show you 3 different ways. One is using glue. One is just letting the resin like sit and get warm and thicken. And then the other one is just pouring it right away. Not letting it thick or do anything or doing anything else to the resin, just kind of pouring it and see how it merges together. The blue and white one and silver is the one I'm just going to pour. And then there's 2 green and gold trays. Those are the ones I'm going to do, one in glue and one where I let the resin just sit. So I'm starting with the blue and white tray with silver. This is the one I'm just going to pour. And here I'm just trying to lay down some of the glitter mixed with a little bit of clear resin. I'm using this really fine, supposedly non-sinking glitter. So I wanted to make sure like I got some definition on the front with the glitter in there. Because I wasn't really sure. I've never used the glitter before. I wasn't sure if it was just going to be kind of mixed in. You weren't really going to see it, but maybe just a few like sparkles here and there, like a crushed crystal kind of thing. Or if some of it would kind of drop and you would get it on the front. I don't know. I didn't know what to expect. So I thought, let me just put a few lines of the glitter down. Turns out, spoiler alert, I didn't need to do that. You'll see at the end why. And I really wish I would have done a dirty pour here, but I forgot. And I ended up just pouring it randomly. So it's not really what I wanted, but here I'm just adding a little bit of the, the glitter on top of the mica. Again, I'm not sure if we're going to see the glitter, so I wanted to get some in each layer. In the white, typically, if you watch my videos, you know I always mix my mica with alcohol first just to kind of dissolve it so I don't get that, unmixed mica dropping. And I did do that this time, but I forgot to stir it. So for like the white color, the alcohol just kind of sat on top and there was the mica underneath that didn't all mix in with the alcohol. So that's going to cause a problem later. If you do add alcohol to your mica to dissolve it, make sure you stir it and make sure it's all dissolved at the bottom. Because you might not see it. You really do have to swirl it. And yeah, I didn't see that all the mica wasn't mixed. And yeah, I'm short here. Like I mixed up the 24 ounces and ended up needing, I think 2 more ounces for this tray and for the other one. But I scraped every drop I could out and I'm just adding whatever's left over on the back here. And then I'm going to put this on a heat mat for probably, I usually do 4 hours at like medium heat. I do let it kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I let it sit without turning the heat on because I want all the bubbles to kind of come up, as many as, will come up. So I do wait probably, I want to say like an hour until the resin starts to thicken up, and then I stick the heat on. That way it has time to kind of merge, blend, and release and pop those bubbles. And then, once I put it on the heat mat for 4 hours, I can actually demold it. It will be slightly soft, but not enough where it's going to get damaged if I take it out of the mold. So that's why I like the heat mat. Although never put anything on a heat mat that you're top coating, because it will ruin your top coat. That's the only advice I have for heating mats or heat mats. Because I've made that mistake more than once. I don't know why it does that, but yeah. So as long as you're not top coating anything, heat mats are great for getting everything cured quickly. Here I'm just adding the end or the last of the glitter, which was another mistake I made, as you will see in the end. But yeah, that was pretty much it for this tray. It was pretty simple. And then I'm just hoping all those colors kind of blend nicely together. And then we'll move on to the green and gold, the gold tray. That one is the one I did do one off camera with glue. And then I was thinking about it. I'm like, maybe I should do a video like showing with glue, like I said earlier in the video. I'm repeating myself, but like the 3 different techniques, that's what kind of gave me the idea of doing that. And so the one with glue I've already done, and the one I'm going to show you is the one where I've already poured the resin. I don't know if you saw it in the beginning, but I've already poured it and mixed it, and it's been just kind of sitting there while I do this tray. And I let it sit for like another 10 minutes. So it's not like super thick. I can still pour it, but it's warm. Like when I touch the cup, it's definitely warm, and it's getting to that point where you either have to pour it or you're just going to have to throw it away. It's going to get too thick to pour. But yeah, you have to catch it at the right moment. You just want to feel like some warmth coming from your cup, but you don't want it to be super hot. If hopefully that makes sense. It's kind of something you have to practice and, kind of play around with to get the right temperature. But yeah, for this one, I'm just doing the same thing, not thinking that these glitters would sink. So I'm just adding a little bit to the front of the tray. And this one I'm doing like 3 different greens. And I wanted to see how they kind of blended together. They're kind of similar. I know they look probably the same in the cup, but one's like, I don't know, like a grassy green, I think. One is like a bluish green, and one's more like an emerald green. And I'm just adding more of that glitter to each cup to kind of mix it around. And again, I forgot to do the dirty pour, so I'm just going to randomly pour this, like the blue and white one, and then we'll come back and see the results. Okay, so now everything is cured, and I don't know if you can see, a lot of the glitter did drop, more than I expected. And there is some unmixed mica on the front, on the left. If you might see it when I turn it back right there. Anyway, you'll see like a little line of it on the left. And yeah, I wasn't too happy with that one. So I was trying to figure out a way to kind of save this one. So off camera, I thought about it and I ended up adding a sticker and some vinyl, and I'll show you at the end what that looks like. And yeah, other than that, the colors blended okay. I like it. I just wish I would have dirty poured and used less glitter. Now I know that this glitter will sink. Um, I won't put as much in because I just wanted a hint of it. I didn't want all that glitter. And it's kind of hard to see in camera, but there is quite a bit of glitter. I'm going to try to get a close up later. And the same with the green. The glitter sank. I don't think it looks as bad or as much, but this is the one I use glue in, and you can definitely see the lines a little more of the glitter that I put down because I use glue, so they're a little bit more defined. But as far as the marbling's concerned, I don't really think it's that much different from the one where I just let the resin kind of sit and get warm. I don't see that much of a difference. So I I guess I would say you don't really need glue if you don't mind waiting, getting that resin really warm and thick and pouring it. Here's the one where I didn't use glue. And there really isn't that much of a difference. The only difference I would say is that more glitter dropped. But again, it could just be like the glitter that I used. But other than that, the marbling is not really that much different. So I don't think that the glue is necessary. Maybe just to kind of keep that glitter if you want more defined glitter, and not just it spread out everywhere. That might help, but otherwise I would say either way will work. I guess is basically what I'm trying to say. And I like both of them for different reasons. And yeah, next time I'm definitely going to use less glitter. I want to see more of the green. And I'm just going to give you a close up here so you can see how much glitter actually did sink down. It's hard to see from far away, but I mean, it's not awful. I still like it. But yeah, I don't see as much of the grain as I guess I wanted to see. So that was a little disappointing. But yeah, I have another video coming out where I'm going to show you how I kind of fix this. Not this particular tray, but another tray where it doesn't really work. Yeah, look for that video this week too. And yeah, I have some micro bubbles in there, which I expected. I didn't run it through the bubble remover. So, yeah, but they're not horrible. I thought it'd be a lot worse. And yeah, you can definitely see more defined lines here with the glue as far as the glitter. So I definitely recommend glue and glitter. I don't think you necessarily need it to marble though, unless you're in a hurry. In a pinch, it'll come in handy. But yeah, letting your resin thicken works just as well. And getting to the end, the blue tray, I found these UV DTF stickers I had of like little snowmen, and I ended up adding one of those to kind of cover where the mica didn't mix. And then I just added like a winter phrase. I think it was like Hello Winter in white vinyl. And then some little white snowflake glitters that I had. And here it is. And I think it looks much better. It kind of covers up some of those imperfections. I do wish there was less glitter, but I don't really mind it now. With everything on it, I think it kind of blends in well. But yeah, let me know what you think. Like always, if you do anything different or if you have any other ideas for me to try, I look forward to your comments. They're very, very helpful. You guys give great advice. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.